Cage is presented by Browning, the best there is, and by Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. Zeiss, we make it visible. The Wildlife Gallery Custom Taxidermy Studio. Arctic Cat, share our passion. Cold Steel, world's strongest, sharpest knives. Otis Technology. Bog Pod. Yeti, wildly stronger, keep ice longer. And by Dallas Safari Club. Matt Hughes is en route to British Columbia to hunt the treacherous mountainous terrain of the Kittlew Conservancy, a relatively unhunted area due mainly to its remoteness.
Finally touched down here in Terrace, BC.
How you doing? Matt.
Good to see you.
Derek.
You betcha. Awesome. I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to get something to eat and go to
We're excited to have Matt Hughes come up and hunt with us. This is our first season in this new territory. We're exploring it. It's 2,100 square miles of mountain goat paradise. It's a very rugged hunt.
This will definitely be one of the hunts to where I get to push myself a little bit. You know, Derek, I'm sure, is half goat himself, so he's going to be pushing the pace, and I'm going to have to keep up with him, which I like that, you know. So that's going to be my big thing for this hunt.
So now we're jumping in a boat. We've got like a 2.5 hour drive to our base camp, and I think it's pretty much well set up. He came here last night, set base camp up, so now we'll just arrive, and then we need to travel out. We'll travel out to a spike camp away from base camp.
Our goal was to fly into a high lake and hunt off of there, but this time of year the weather is really uncertain, and as you can see, this is a typical day. Not so rainy that we can't hunt, but too rainy for a plane. So we're gonna go to plan B, and we've got some goats that we hope are in an approachable position, and I hope there's a lot of them in the valley that we go into. So we'll head out tomorrow and get into a spike camp situation where we'll set up a tent and hunt for a few day trips, and then after that the pack comes on and we go extreme.
On the way to base camp, Derek informs Matt there is one extra duty before arriving: catching dinner.
So on the way here, we picked up some crabs.
Oh, that's the front.
Hey, just wait, we got that.
You hold them like that.
The pods weren't bad to pull up. I think, you know, anybody could have pulled up the pods. Had a little, I've had some education on crabs, you know, on how to grab them, how to get them out of the water, how to clean them.
They're Dungeness crabs on the coast.
Yay.
Okay, hold that up. I've been hunting goats and guiding since I was 18, and basically that's 27 years ago.
We're at a lodge now for the night. Tomorrow we'll get up and go to a base camp, and out of the base camp we'll hunt out of there, or we could even hike out to a spike camp and hunt out of the spike camp for a couple of days too. So we're just going to play the weather, see what's going on, and see if we can't find some goats, you know, around a mile away from our base camp.
Whatever hell you hunt in, Browning's rugged, all conditions Hell's Canyon technical clothing has everything you need to get there and back. Browning Hell's Canyon. See you there.
Matt has traveled to northern British Columbia with Tezwa Expeditions. After a short boat ride to base camp, the team prepares for the hunt ahead.
Had a long 2.5 hour boat ride here, and we're in a new area that's not been hunted in probably 10 years.
Still smoky, eh? You guys need to be in shape when they come here, but it's all about your heart. And just basically know you're going to get to the top, take some breaks. This is base camp. Tomorrow we're going to head into our spike camp, find some goats. Howdy.
Matt.
Matt, I'm Nate.
Nate? The chef?
Yeah. Welcome aboard.
On the way here, we picked up some crabs. They're getting prepared right now.
Got these crabbies. And now he's showing me how to clean them, which I've never cleaned one before. Pretty good looking guy.
Main priority would be mountain goats for sure. That's number one species to go after, and hopefully we see something on the side.
Extremely remote. We have 2,100 square miles here of basically virgin untouched country.
That bear came in and tore that raft up.
Probably $2,000 fix right there on that raft. So you've been coming back into camp, and you don't want a bear to come back and get familiar with camp and think it's just all right to come in here, tear things up, maybe eat some food or do worse damage than that. So he had a tag for a black bear, so that's his. He just filled his tag.
The challenge of a mountain goat is pretty much second to none. They're in the wildest, most unforgiving country that there is.
About the only expectation I've really got is the fact that I'm going to get a workout in this hunt. Looking around these mountains, these goats like to be high, and I'm glad I'm in somewhat good shape.
After a few hours boat ride upriver, the team arrives at the hunting grounds and begins preparations for Spike Camp.
A place to put a tent, so we need 12 by 12 area.
My number one philosophy when I go someplace is I don't guide the guide. So whatever he says for me to do and whatever the game plan is that he's come up with, that's what I'll do.
As was probably expected, it's raining, and they just cut some wood, so I'm just splitting some wood up. Put a stove, we got a little stove in the tent.
Camps around over there, and we kind of came all the way around about to their old road there, all grown in. Really thick. Once we left the road, it was pretty tough, but there's goats all in that valley. If we saw a goat on that face, we'd probably pattern him for a day or two. Well, the perfect scenario is in a shootable place. You find one lone goat that's a little bit gray, a little bit yellowy, not so white. And Annie's horns will come up pretty straight and then hook at the end. But still, a lot of the really big billies will look a little bit like that too. So I'm still trying to decide. Gosh, you know, when he looks straight at me, it still looks like an Annie, just because I got so much space in between the horns. But when she turns sideways, I got good curve, which says Billy. That's the most frustrating goat I've ever seen. The coastal mountains are steep. They're zero. We're at sea level here, and the peaks are around 5,000. And in a lot of cases, there's just no way up them. They're just too steep, too many cliffy benches to get up, and there's goats all over.
Spotted a goat from the road way down there, and trying to get on him, and what we thought was going to be halfway easy hike has turned into not quite so easy. So we think maybe 100, 200 yards up here we're going to have a vantage point where we can take a look at him. We haven't seen him since the bottom of the mountain. So hopefully he's still up there, and hopefully we can see the area where he was at.
I think we're better off to leave him tonight. We'll get a look at him in the morning and make a pattern and see, try and put him in his bed and take the attack from him in the morning.
Good chance he'll stay bedded in that area or even that spot.
Yeah, a lot of times they'll use the same beds.
Otis Technology offers over 50 gun cleaning systems in its signature round case, just like this tactical. It's kind of hard to believe, but everything you need to clean a gun is in this case. It's designed to clean rifles, pistols, shotguns from 17 cal to 12 gauge properly from breech to muzzle. We're going to open this up and take a look inside. So we've got 6 bore brushes, 5 in 1. You've also got 3 slotted tips to hold your patches. This is your 085 cleaner lubricant, 1 T-handle, 3 memory flex cables, patches, 2 obstruction removers, 2 patch savers, and a bore reflector flag safety. It's all contained in this lightweight portable case that easily fits in your gun pack, gun case, or range bag.
Well, the weather outside is frightful.
What's the next verse? The town is so delightful.
But the tent is so delightful.
This is like high class spike camp right here. Seriously.
Warm and dry.
Warm and dry.
You know, you can hunt all over British Columbia and you can find mountain goats. The great part about coastal mountain goats is the genetics of the bases. The winters here, the humidity, their food source all puts together a big based goat, which is key to a goat scoring well in the Boone and Crockett. All right, yesterday he was up in there, right in the mist. We have goats in the mist today. We've got some really nice country here where that goat was at. Just to climb up this ridge at 3,000 feet, see something that's standing, eating, watch him bed, and then make our stalk from there.
Does Matt Hughes have a limit?
I'm sure I think everybody's got a limit, but you know, I'm in shape and I think I'm mentally strong. I think being strong mentally is more important than actually being in shape. To me, cardio is always confidence. The more you train, the more confident you get, the better off you're going to be in the ring. So, so I've trained, I'm ready, and we'll just see what happens. You know, when we started out, the mountains weren't real high, so you don't think much about it. And now when we look around now, I can't even see the tops of them because the fog's in. But they're high, and you know, I don't know if it's 5,000 elevation I could be at, could be 3 or could be 7. I don't know. So I know it's a lot higher than I'm used to hiking. It'll take me a couple days to get used to the elevation.
We got into some stuff that probably people shouldn't be climbing in. We scaled the 15 or 20 feet up that rock face, and I thought to myself, well, all right, now we can go goat hunting. That was awesome.
Editor's note, JD. On the hike up yesterday, the mic that we had broke. As you can imagine, we're going up faces like that, and it's instant death. automatic death to the right, instant death to your left. But I'm rolling. I'm trying to get as much as I can when I can. It's nasty, it's rainy, it's awful out here. Goat hunts are the hardest to film in the world. And I had to put the camera away to go into 4-wheel drive yesterday for my life. So literally, I'm not really too worried about audio. I'm kind of worried about my life on crap like that. So please bear with me. I'll do whatever it takes in post-production. Editors know.
Climbing up this mountain, we saw a goat over here. Watched him for 2 days. Thought we'd come up here, get a better look, see what's in the basin behind here. Of course, we're probably a little over halfway up in this spot. What looks to be a very good billy on the other side on a different mountain. So we'll get a good look at him here through the spotting scope and make a decision on.
We got a river to cross and some really, I don't know,
Aggressive.
2,000 feet of pretty much sheer cliff with timber to get up on a bench, and then he would be in a shootable position from that if we can get out of the trees to see him. But anyway, definitely a nice plan B.
So we'll gradually walk down the hill, keep track of him and see what he does. And
Yeah, and we got to cross a river, and it's might be a little hairy to get across, so we'll make a plan for that and try and find a route up to him.
Introducing the all-new HDX side-by-side from Arctic Cat. Sleek, new styling. Scratch-resistant body panels. Gravity-defying adjustable rear shocks. And the power to haul a lot. The new HDX at your Arctic Cat dealer.
It's day 5 of a mountain goat hunt in the remote terrain of northern British Columbia.
Traveling like ninjas today, fast and light. Game plan this morning is go after the big goat we saw on the opposite mountain.
And so let's go climb this hill and let's get up into this basin and sneak over to where if the goat was to appear in the same place, that we would have a shot at him.
The team encounters a fast-moving river. To cross it, Derek suggests making a bridge using nearby timber.
This is an extremely demanding hunt. Mountain goats are pretty much the extreme end of the spectrum.
Cut this tree, we thought it would go all the way across. Derek's quite a bit taller, so he crossed down there. He didn't care about getting this tree wet. And now he's going to try to bring that tree over this tree. Out of gas! We'll come down here and cross in. I'm taking my clothes off. Editor's note. Don't show all this to everybody else.
Matt crosses the river further downstream and meets back up with Derek. Derek suggests moving north to an area known for goat activity.
You know what? A lot of people ask me what's my favorite thing to hunt, and I always answer with, my favorite thing to hunt is anything spot stock. I'm not a big whisperer, but we're close to where that goat is. Derek went up, and he's trying to find the best avenue to hopefully shoot from. So we've not spotted the goats. We've been on this side of the mountain today. And if I have to go down this mountain without that goat, I'm not going to be a happy camper, and that's the truth.
Matt was not only prepared physically, he was prepared mentally. He was prepared to come here and climb a mountain a day for 8 straight days, and that's what it takes. There was some times where
We got into some stuff that probably people shouldn't be climbing in, but he handled it really well. We got the goat spotted. Out came the bog pod. We got up his ice scope, dialed it right in. Okay, we got a nice billy on this other side of this gorge. He's about 500 yards. Looks like he's a shooter. So
Get my gun and get ready.
you comfortable shooting that far?
Yeah.
Good job, man.
Hey, thank you.
Right.
He's got to be right there, and we've tracked up and down these mountains. People, goat hunting's not for everybody.
When we got down to him, it took a long time to get over there. We thought we would try and shimmy our way around this big rock shelf. Turned out to be pretty dangerous. And what we should have went back the way we came and up and all the way around the bowl and back down again in the timber. Yeah, Matsko was a good representation of the area. The time we had and the difficulty of the terrain. Real happy with the big 9-inch goat, 5.5-inch bases.
I loved it. I've loved it. I love walking up and down hills, and I love this guy's gonna look great.
It was a great hunt. Matt was absolutely a pleasure to be around the whole time. We're thrilled to have him.